phonics class. Today we're going to keep reading Out of My Mind. When we left off, they had just gone to the Italian restaurant to celebrate their win, and they were eating spaghetti and whatnot, and Melody's mom has to feed her, so she's feeling a little embarrassed right now. Nobody said anything, but I saw them look down at their plates with way too much attention. It got quiet. Even Connor stopped talking. Finally, even though my plate was still full, I pushed it away. "Would you like to take this home, Melody?" Mom whispered. I nodded yes, hugely relieved, and she signaled for the waitress, who also brought dessert menus. Being reminded of cake and ice cream cheered up Connor, who did not order a whole chocolate cake, but did order 2 slices. Rodney ordered apple pie, while Rose asked for pudding. Claire ended up taking her food home in a box as well. She had eaten almost nothing and barely said 2 words all evening. "So, what did you think about that final question? That was too hard," Rodney said. "Piece of cake?" Connor replied, laughing at his own joke. He smeared whipped cream over his second piece of cake. "Did you see the hair on that announcer?" Amanda teased. "It never moved." "Must have been made of plastic," Rose said, laughing. "What are you wearing to the DC competition?" Rose asked Claire. Claire just shrugged. "I wonder if we'll get to visit the White House while we're there," Amanda mused. "That would be awesome." "I believe it's on our agenda for Saturday," Mr. Deming replied enthusiastically. "I'm excited about that as well." "So what's with you and Melody being best friends, Claire?" Elena asked. Claire didn't answer, but she rubbed her hand over her forehead. "I don't feel so good," she said weakly. Is it hot in here?" No one had time to answer, for at that moment Claire stood up suddenly, clamped her head over her mouth, and stumbled from her seat. "Are you okay?" Mr. Deming asked. Before he could finish the question, Claire threw up all over his shoes. "Oh, gross," Connor said, obviously trying not to laugh. "Poor thing," Rose said. "Whoa, what a stink, man." Rodney covered his nose. Claire's mom rushed her to the bathroom. Mr. Deming rushed out as well, I guess to clean off his shoes. I wondered if Claire felt as embarrassed as I had while Mom was feeding me. Our little victory celebration was clearly over. Parents gathered coats and checks and paid their tab. Claire returned from the restroom looking pale. No one mentioned the incident. We all headed for the steps. I thought. Claire gets sick in the middle of a crowded restaurant, and I'm the one everybody looks at sideways. They all had to wait for me and Mom. We took our time. Push gently, roll down, bump, top step. Push gently, roll down, bump, next step. Push gently, roll down, bump, third step. 5 bumps down to the bottom of the steps, and I am still so hungry. The next morning, Mom bounded into the room holding a newspaper. "Good morning, my rock star," she greets me. Guess what? Rock star? She's tripping. I turn to look at her. My face says, "What?" "You're famous." "Huh?" She gets me out of bed, straps me into my chair, unplugs the Matty Talker from the charger, and hooks me up. Then she places the morning paper on top of it. There I sat, plastered on the front page of the newspaper, in color. "Wow," I type. "The article is all about the team winning the competition, but yours is the only picture they used. Interesting. Why me?" Mom smiles quickly. "Because you are unique and wonderful and lots more interesting than ordinary 5th graders, I guess," she says. "The whole article seems to be focused on you." "Team kids won't like that," I type. "I'm sure they'll be happy for you, sweetheart." "No, they won't. Here, listen to this." She reads me the article. "Spalding Street Elementary's talented academic team of 5th and 6th graders won the local Whiz Kids quiz competition last night by the score of 86 to 85. With stunning skill and knowledge, they answered questions far above their grade level to defeat 7 other teams." "Makes us sound smart," I tap. "And so you are," Mom replies. "Math questions make me sweat. I get clammy under the arms just thinking about them." Mom continues, "Oh, here's the part about you. Listen to this. One outstanding member of the Spalding team is Melody Brooks, an 11-year-old who has been diagnosed with cerebral palsy. In spite of her physical challenges, Melody's quick and capable mental abilities were able to shine as she led her team to victory." "They will hate me," I typed glumly. Butterscotch, who still sleeps in my room, nuzzled my hand. She always seems to know how I feel, but it doesn't help this time. "Oh, don't exaggerate. I think it's a lovely article, and your friends should be proud." You don't get it. Mom ignores me and proceeds to get me ready for school. 2 blue t-shirts, one to wear, one to pack, just in case. 2 pairs of pants. She never picks out jeans. I decide not to argue. I have a feeling it is not going to be a good day. What a great photo of you. I'm going to make sure I get extra copies of the paper, she chatters cheerfully as she tugs on my socks before putting on my sneakers. I've got to make sure everybody at work sees this. Dad was finished dressing Penny, so he brings her into my room. When Penny notices my picture in the paper, she drops Doodle and shouts, "Dee-Dee!" She picks up the paper and kisses it. I bet I won't get many reactions like that at school today. Dad leans over and gives me a kiss on my cheek. I'm so proud I could pop, he says softly. I love you, Melody. That makes me get all teary. Just once, I wish I could hug my little sister or tell my dad I love him too. In real words, not through a machine. The reaction to school today is just what I expected. Words float out of lips that say nice things to me, but eyes tell the truth. The eyes are cold, as if I had beat the reporter over the head and forced her to print that picture of me. Even Rose acts distant. Nice picture of you in the paper, Melody, she says. Thanks. Should have been all of us. I think so too, Rose replies. I just sigh. I can't do anything right. I don't want to be all that. I just want to be like everybody else. When we get to Mr. Deming's class, he strides in wearing another brand new suit. There must have been a 2-for-1 sale. And a brand new smile. He looks like he might explode with happiness. He carries a stack of the morning newspaper with him. I didn't sleep at all last night, he admits to us. I am just so very proud of our team and our school. He pauses while the class cheers for the quiz team. Rose, Molly, and Claire smile happily. Connor and Rodney take bows. A few kids even turn around and look at me with a smile. Do we get free pizza or something? Connor blurts out. Absolutely, Mr. Deming replies. The principal has declared that next Friday is quiz team day, and the entire school is being treated to free pizzas and sodas. More cheers from the class. Connor looks really pleased. Mr. Deming continues, and I want to give a special shout out to Melody, who really helped us secure our victory. Let's give her a special round of applause. He begins the clapping and the class joins in, but it seems more polite than sincere. I guess I'm not as cool as free pizza. Who saw the 11 o'clock news last night? Mr. Deming asked, still beaming. About half the kids raised their hands. I had missed it. I had fallen asleep exhausted after we got home. I taped it and TiVoed it and put it on MySpace, he tells us excitedly. But now we must get back to regular class activities. He sounds disappointed. But how do we get ready for Washington? Rose asked, obviously not ready to let him do that. Teachers are so easily distracted. I knew he'd bite that one. Mr. Deming smiles again and takes a deep breath. We have only 2 weeks to get ready. Rose, I've prepared a packet for each of my team champs, he says as he passes out the paperwork. Take this home and bring it back tomorrow without fail. In it, I've included information about how to redeem the free plane ticket and info about our hotel and schedule for the days we are in D.C. It also gives details about our practice schedule, which begins today. We will meet every day after school and half on Saturday. Saturday? Connor asked, disbelief in his voice. I'm worried about that one too. A whole half a day? If Catherine can't come, how will I get to the bathroom or eat? I'll bring bagels for breakfast, fruits for snacks, and we'll order in burgers for lunch, Mr. Deming tells him. Sounds sort of healthy, Connor responds with a grin, but I'll be there. You skip a practice and you get bounced to the alternates, Connor. I'm in this to win. Why don't you take a couple of days off, my man? Rodney says to Connor. I'd be glad to take your place. Slide you right out in a blink. He sounds serious. Alrighty, guys, we'll take up there next time. See ya. Have a great week.